Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to jump on real quick. I don't have too much time because we're on our way to a big workshop in New York. Chris actually came down to Staten Island, New York to do a workshop with me to help enlighten my community about the secrets of college funding. He's the author of a book and someone who's had 25 years of experience in this field. And you know I like to bring value. I am a huge community advocate for financial literacy, and Chris is one of the best around. So I wanted to introduce him to everybody and let everybody know about his new book called College Funding Secrets.
So, hey everybody. So Antonio invited me down to talk to a group of parents at a local school on preparing to pay for college, and it's a pretty relevant topic these days with all that college scandal in the news and all that. But that's not one of the college funding secrets, by the way, in the book is to pay $500,000 to get your kid into college. No, we talk a lot about very simple statistics that you can learn about colleges, things you need to know way ahead of time to prepare yourself or position yourself to be in a much better position to either get financial aid or reduce the cost of college for your student so that you can manage the cost all the way through. So we're going to talk a lot about that tonight at this workshop, and if there's questions that you have, get in touch with Antonio. Be happy to help you.
Chris, so what you're saying is that you shouldn't wait until the kid's about to go to college to figure out how to pay for it?
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't know, Antonio, is when you fill out financial aid forms for college, the information they're asking, your tax information, your income information, is from 2 years previous, meaning 2 years prior to when your student's going to college. So if you're just approaching the whole process in senior year of high school, you may have already missed opportunities to put yourself in a better position. So just as the students enter high school, that's really the time to start focusing on this.
So Chris, you know I'm a protection expert and I specialize in downside protection, also retirement planning. How would you say college planning, you're saying you should start early.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's struggling with being able to both do college planning and retirement planning, what would be your advice to them?
Well, I mean, that's a good point. I always say that paying for college is not a college funding problem, it's a retirement problem. Right? There are a lot of ways to figure out how to get your kids through college. There's really only one way to retire, which is to have enough money, right? So I tend to kind of work backwards with my clients. We look at the retirement planning first, what their situation is going to look like if they fund college at a certain level, so that they know that that's a proper amount for them to spend on college, because you can't spend an amount on college and then later on find out, oh, maybe I spent too much because now I don't have enough for retirement. So,
and that's one of the things you talk about in the book is being proactive and getting the kids involved early. Right? My kids, they're in the 5th and the 6th grade, and the school that they go to actually promotes not if you go to college, but when you go to college. So my children already know that they're going to college, and they're already telling me what colleges they want to go to. So would you say I'm on the right track?
Halfway, yeah. You're on the right track. That they have it in their mind, and they've had that path ahead of them. But if they're already picking colleges, they should be aware, and you should be aware of what that's going to mean financially. Right? There's two parts to going to college. There's getting into the college that's right for the student, but there's also paying for the college. So I always tell students that I work with, the families I work with, and my own kids, I told them, look, there's a budget for college. So when we pick colleges for you to go to, they have to fit the budget, right? And the good news is that with financial aid, if you do it right, some of the more expensive colleges out there could actually be an option, even if your budget doesn't allow for that sticker price.
Right.
So
I always thought that because I've had assets and I earned over a certain amount of money that I wouldn't be able to qualify for any type of discounts on college.
Well, it's a lot of people assume that. A lot of people, because of that, don't end up going through the process of filing for financial aid. And lots of families forego it, not knowing that they could have qualified. Right? So there's a lot of families out there overpaying for college that don't even realize it. And it's all based on a simple number called your expected family contribution. Right? And that's something you need to know very early in the game. That's the amount that colleges are going to expect you to pay based on your finances. And if that number is less than the cost or the sticker price of the school, you could be eligible for some financial aid.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
This is just a little bit of a sneak peek. We got to get going because, like I said, we're doing this workshop, and he was being modest. It's not a small workshop. We're going to have about 150 to 200 parents there. Chris is going to educate, and I'm excited to go and learn more myself. So I love bringing you guys value. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.
So long, folks.